when a planet is retrograde,
old situations and old patterns can like come to head again, but it's like for the purpose of like housekeeping, clearing, tying up. Like it's always a good sign, but you can just expect it. A planet, when it's moving retrograde, it looks in the sky because of this like optical illusion. It looks like it's moving backwards instead of forwards, but it's not actually. And so that is what happens during retrograde. It feels like things are going backwards or things are halted because it also like will stop before it like goes direct again. But it's not. It's still moving forward. So it's a really good time to like tie up loose ends of old things or expect that old patterns, people, situations are going to come back. And it's like all about trying to show up to it as your higher self, as with anything in life, no matter like what comes up in life. But it's a time where like if you vibe with the idea of like tests, those can come up.
Like Venus retrograde, Venus stationing direct is a big indicator for the energy. Venus rules love, earning money,
what you value,
beauty. It's been retrograde, so we have been learning these lessons of refinement around those themes in our lives.
Mm-hmm. And we're very ruled by Venus. If you're very ruled by Venus, you have like a strong Venus placement in your chart, or you have a lot of Taurus or Libra in your chart, or a lot of things in the second house or the seventh house, you can just feel so much more affected by a retrograde. Like it can feel like things are a little bit more sluggish, a little bit more like things aren't moving forward. But that ended on the pink full moon in Libra. Also, this moon is the closing out of like the Aries-Libra eclipse cycle that started 2023 in March. So it's just like, I feel like this is like a really beautiful, auspicious new beginning. We're going to start getting this forward momentum again, I think, around feeling ourselves, our creativity, the things that we're passionate about, the things that we value. And then I think Mercury also recently came out of retrograde. So like faster thinking, faster movement, easier communication, all of those things.
And
plus the equinox, the rebirth, renewal.
That's a big one. New life, spring energy. And a few months ago, every planet was retrograde at once, and Mars was retrograde, and that rules like your action. And so I think that kind of hit people in their energy.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
And it's so real. And it's like, this is such a tangible example of that, because today I was like to Calista, like, I think we should film a pod tonight. We have both not made well, Calista had actually. Everybody, take a second to clap for Calista, because she did so much work getting our podcast onto a new platform. She is a behind-the-scenes tech master wizard. If she doesn't know how to do it, she will figure it out. So, like, it's not that we haven't been doing anything for the pod, but, like, we literally haven't filmed a pod in, like, months. I have not really,
you
like...
need to establish, like, your systems and operations to optimize them,
That's
to make them scalable and, like, integrate more things in your life. Like, that is kind of one of my main lesson of all these retrogrades is, like, when you get to a point where maybe you have dreams that you manifested, and now to expand beyond that, sometimes there's a lot of behind the scenes.
Yeah, 100%. And so that's like such a good example of this energy. You always want to use astrology and all of these systems to your advantage. So whether it be that like you use all of this positive energy to like go back, clean up systems, do this, set yourself up for success for when everything goes direct, or you just kind of surrender to like whatever the experience is that you're having, instead of like being down on yourself for like not doing everything that like you think you should be doing. So it's all about like positively using them instead of like
and think of
letting them hinder you in any way or like make you feel shame or negativity about what you're doing in any way.
And it's like the awareness is such a blessing. Like we did that episode called the Spiritual Test to Bless Pipeline. And there's also this concept of the upward spiral. When you know that the energies are ripe for you to be tested on lessons you've been learning, it honestly makes a huge difference, because when old patterns come up, it doesn't feel like, oh my God, I thought I came so much further past this. What's going on? Like, it's very empowering of feeling like, now I know how I'm going to respond to this. I was mentally prepared for this.
Mm-hmm.
And I know that this is expected. It's not anything that I did wrong to like end up in this situation again.
Yeah. Or like something or someone comes back into your life, no matter even how you react to it, you like already have the pre-awareness. This is literally just something that's probably going to pop in and then pop back out, because it's literally a retrograde vibe. It's not going to fool you. You're going to be prepared.
Don't be fooled.
Don't be fooled.